How are we, people? We good? It is Wednesday today.
No!
It is Wednesday today.
No! God!
Yes, definitely. Let me just turn down this radio. Get really the tunes off. So the Monday I was in. Wifey is at home, bless her, with the kids. One of them's got a cough. What with this corona shit, you can't take any chances. So that's it. They're off for 14 days. She is kind of holding out. I'm holding out in a minute. I did have a little tickly cough, but because the government advice is a bit, you know, it's a bit wishy-washy. Nobody really knows what's going on, and they're not really testing people unless you're on death's door. So just kind of left guessing, really. It's crazy because me, like everyone else in the world, you don't really know what's going to happen. It's that uncertainty that's kind of worse than anything. You know, business is going under. Me being a sole trader, it's difficult because if I take time off because I'm ill, nobody's paying my wage, and obviously these bills still need paying. So it's a bit depressing. And obviously then I guess more important is, you know, is the risk to life for some people. It's I don't know, the whole situation is kind of a bit messed up. But all we can do is try and, I guess, ride out the storm. You feel a bit useless and feel a bit hopeless, but I will try in my own little fashion to keep people entertained.
Oh, yes I did! Oh, yes I did!
By, I don't know, doing what I do. It, you know, shit doesn't stop, does it? At the end of the day, life has got to go on. But you do just want to bury your head and, you know, shut the door. But what do you do? Anyway, I digress. Let's carry on. If I can do anything to kind of cheer your day up, then please, you know, say something, and I don't mind. I don't know, you know, you want me to put jelly in a subwoofer and turn up the bass, you know, I don't know. Let's try and get through it. Try and get through it together.
Hello.
But we'll try and keep making content, or I will try and keep making content for you, so that if we're off, we're all off together. Do you know what I mean? We can spend our time watching stuff, YouTube, maybe raising a little smile, and keep plodding along as best we can, because that's all we can do until it all stops. Months and months and months and months later. It's worrying, isn't it? Especially having kids, you know. It's a weird thing to say, but I really don't trust anything my government tells me. I don't want to get all political, but I don't like Boris Johnson. I don't trust him at all as a Prime Minister. I think he's shady. I think he's a bit callous, and I think he's untrustworthy. But anyway, let's change the subject. Let's get onto this. So it's having a single din Pioneer. We already have the Kicker HS10 installed, and then I'm just sorting out the cables that are going to go up to the dash. It's got really cool kind of blue effect on the dash. Obviously this is a limited edition. It's 150 or 300. So we'll be taking out More chocolate locks. We'll be getting rid of all of that, correcting the cable properly, fitting in the screen. The amp cable is already run and up through the carpet. I just need to get this installed, get the seat back in it. One thing I have done with this, it's what they call a DIN and a third stereo. So it's not quite double DIN, it's like a little bit less than a double DIN but more than a single DIN. So you're kind of stuck with this kind of fascia. But what I've done is the HS10 has a little bass remote. So I've sanded out the edges, poked it through, because there's no real way, you know, other than ruining the dash, of having this thing mounted. Well, this plastic bit's replaceable, so it means we're not marking the dash or anything, but we now have said remote control in the center of the fascia, which would be quite cool. So that's quite nice. So that's got to go in. We'll get the single DIN stereo in, DAB aerial, microphone, get this thing playing, seat back in, tune it all up, get it sounding right, give the guy a call. This has a V6 engine in it. It's a really nice condition car. Fords do rust really badly in this country, but this one's been fairly well looked after. It's got a few stone chips on the bonnet, but you know, that's cool. It just means it's been used. But other than that, the car's actually in really good nick. The guy that owns it, obviously a bit of a Ford fan. Just shut this bonnet. But he loves his motors. And the plate's nice as well, S200 limited. We've taken out a sub that was already in the boot. What did I do with the key? Let me grab that. So it had an active sub, some internet purchase. That's the size of the standard radio, a little bit bigger than a DIN, but that's gone. Had a CD changer, that's come out. All the cabling and stuff we've junked off, and then I shall endeavour. That's why the seat's on the frame, because I had to drill out the mounts for the CD changer. We've got airbag plug and seat occupancy and things like that. So the kick is in. I say we're going to do the head unit now, get the seat back in, bolted down, all the cables in. We'll get on with the head unit, get all that done, and then give him a shout. I did have a KA in this morning. Friend of my wife's at her work, she had a service done this morning, hence the oil. I do look after a few people's cars. I don't claim to be a mechanic, but you know, I can kind of I can build an engine, I can change oil. It's like your man card, isn't it, really? Looking after engines, you got to be able to change oil, you got to be able to do your brakes. I always mess around with cars. Saying it's Wednesday, it's not, it's Tuesday today. It is Tuesday today. Just thinking, Jodie came in this morning, it's not Wednesday at all. Yeah, so it was Snap on Tuesday. We didn't purchase anything, or I didn't purchase anything, just paid for my box. What else? I think that's about it. I shall get cracking on this. I'll give you a shout as soon as it's done, and we shall chat afterwards, people. So if you are self-isolating, you know, get the comments down below, share and like the videos. Let's get some more content, let's get some more followers. I will do things that make you smile if I'm asked. I'm not streaking or anything like that. So nobody wants to see a fuzzy potato running down the road with his ass out. But if I can do something to cheer up your day, give me a shout. Speak to you in a bit. Bye.